Now, we will talk about representation of a vector in graphical method in a coordinate system. Let's say that I draw x and y axis and call this direction as east and this as north, this as south, this as west. I want to represent a vector, a physical quantity which has 10 units of magnitude and makes 30 degrees with respect to east towards the north. How do I represent that? What do I do is I start at the origin with its tail and draw a straight line and put an arrow mark this way, and this is 30 degrees towards east, 30 degrees with respect to east and making towards north. So the vector is bending towards the north but making 30 degrees with east. This is how we represent. And we call, let's say I want to call this vector as A bar. So then what I do is that this I will put as O and this head as A. And this is called OA bar, vector OA bar. So we know algebraically how to say OA bar. OA bar is equal to OA 30 degrees north, 30 degrees east of north, east of north. Is it east of north or north of east is the question. So if I say east of the north 30 degrees. But if I say north of east, means I have to take 30 degrees between east and the vector and towards the north. This is the correct way of representing this vector algebraically. So this OA, we want to make it 10 units or 15 units or any number of units, what you want the vector to be. So if I say this vector is a velocity moving with 70 miles per hour, then this length is 70. So we can say OA bar is the velocity vector. OA bar is equal to 70 miles per hour, 30 degrees north of east. This is how we represent a vector graphically, algebraically. There are many more methods how to represent a vector, but this will lead to those methods. So we are understanding that how to represent a vector. Scalar is not a problem. It's no concern for us because we have been dealing with scalars from childhood. So when we say a $100 bill, it is 100. Just we write this 100 number. We no question of direction of the things. When we say time, we just say 1 hour 20 minutes. We don't say what direction. So, but in vectors, we got to mention this direction. That's very important. So this is how we represent a vector graphically and algebraically. There are much more to come. Let's see in the next class.